I have not, Jimmy. I mean, there's a CVD video on absorption, yes. But traps, it's kind of hard to do a video on because there's a lot that goes behind the theory, and it's just theory at that point. We don't know it's a trap until it's actually proven itself. I just suspected there was going to be a clear out at the bottom. So when I say clear out, everybody who is long, they'll clear them out. They'll hit the lows. Everybody will stop out, and then they'll reclaim. Okay, back up to VWAP here.
New proposal for debt break reform. Germany must ensure return to sound finances, and they suggest that a three-stage plan to stabilize German debt is needed.
Morning, Fredo. Paul, good morning. Vincent. Good morning, guys. Just missed that long that we caught. Beautiful long. Started at the value area low, added round here at the bottom, and then rode it all the way back to point of control, fade value area extreme. On the higher time frame anyway. Sellers step in again right here. Well, if you hate missing out, scalping probably isn't for you. The best scalpers don't want to sit in the market. They want to grab their wins and wait, take the next trade. If you're the type of person that watches the price go on without them after you took your piece and you're like really sad about it, maybe scalping isn't your way. I have no problem watching price go on without me because I know there's another trade that will come. And then I'll take the next trade after that and after that. And while everybody's holding through the wiggles and the ups and downs, I've already taken 3 or 4 trades and I'm shutting down for the day. So it really depends on your style and what works for you. So you can't have both, right? You can't have your cake and eat it too. Let's switch over. I'm going to go to my take profit trader account now. See if I can put some dollars together in this account now. Like down it goes. Dang. See if it hovers up here. Got no continuation, guys. Just bouncing around in this value area. This is New York VWAP right here. What a mess. Faking everybody out. So annoying. Yep, completely choppy, balanced market conditions. If you're looking for continuation, you're probably getting chopped to pieces. Got this right here. We got another one right here. And it's just trading between them so far. Yeah, this is the death day.
CNN UK suspends some intelligence sharing with the US.
Let's actually go over to my, I'm going to try and pass this combine here. So I bet it takes out these lows and then bounces at right here.
Build a data center in Dyson.
Anybody else's Project X super choppy?
Will come from CNN on the UK-US story. UK are concerned over the legality of US military strikes on states.
Huh. Okay, so this is monthly VWAP right here. See if it clears out again and then rotates back up. Oh, I think it's because I have two of them up. That's exactly why. Boom. Passed. Good.
According to a Politico reporter on X, House Rules Committee is aiming to meet tonight.
Right off the monthly VWAP, guys. Right off of it. I know that was a scary time to buy because we were like selling off really hard, but that was the trade. That was a good 30-point bounce from there. No, I trade in the premium Discord before we go live on YouTube. Back up it goes. Monthly VWAP bounce to the tick. Two minutes better for the indicators. I have the 5-minute up right over here, Tom on another chart. This isn't the only chart. As you can see, I have lots of monitors here. I'm watching a lot more than just a 2-minute. And I'm executing on a 5-minute on my actual execution platform. This is just TradingView. I'm not executing on TradingView on this 2-minute chart. This is to see the indicators the best, the level of detail I need to see. See here, I'm trading on the 5-minute. The 2 yellow lines. I don't know. I don't know where there's 2 yellow lines. This is a composite LVN. This is the VWAP, Globex VWAP. Those are orange, but maybe it's coming over. That's VWAP, Globex VWAP.
German Economy Minister Reich, in a call with their Chinese counterpart, pointed to growing imbalances.
Tom, all the levels stay the same regardless of time frame. So the time frame actually doesn't matter whatsoever, Tom. This isn't price action trading. We're not using moving averages that change from time frame to time frame. VWAP is the same price on the 2-minute, on the 5-minute, the 15-minute, the hourly. All these price levels are exactly the same regardless of time frame. So all that really matters is the granularity of the price action that you're looking at. And that's a preference thing. So I could switch over to the 1-minute. I could switch over to the 5-minute. It actually really doesn't affect it whatsoever. So I'll actually switch time frames quite a bit depending on the volatility and the price action. Yep, the composite LVN is in the toolkit, correct. You know, possibly, David, we're just such, the conditions are so choppy. I feel like everybody's getting faked out for continuation at this point. I don't trust it, and the CVD is perfectly flat. So, and we have monthly VWAP right there. And yesterday's IB low right below it. I don't know, man. I don't trust the continuation trade. We might very well get it. I don't like it. You take your trades.
German Economy Ministry, Minister Reich stressed.
CJ, if you don't have the proper trading view, you can't look at the monthly. Is going to be not enough candles are loading up to get a proper monthly VWAP if you don't have the right, high enough trading view membership. Certain levels of trading view only load so many candles. So if you're going to look at a monthly VWAP, there might not be the whole month's worth of candles on there to give you the proper line. Tom, the shape of the candles are very minor. They really don't play a major role in this trading system whatsoever. There are nuances, right? Yeah, I'm interested to see if price has traveled 20 minutes and 20 points in the last minute. Yeah, that's interesting to me, but that doesn't affect the trading of the system.
German Economy Minister Reich says new Chinese export controls on rare earths do not comply with international standards.
On NinjaTrader, I have it at Spartan at 25.47. I have the exact same level on my trading view on NinjaTrader. I'll show you a screenshot. At 547. Matches my trading view. So not sure what you're doing. Still holding monthly VWAP here. All right, let's see what we got here. Still holding here. CVD, a little weak, kind of fading slightly, but not convincing one way or the other. Greetings from the Arctic Circle. Holy smokes. Whatever it is, it's not pretty. Okay, I think I missed some questions here. We broke monthly VWAP. Yeah, the reclaim with conviction, but the volume is so light, guys. We're not getting really any good conviction either way. Still looks pretty weak. Buyer stepping it, so that looked like a sub VWAP trap on the monthly. You can look to go long. But, we're fading here. Delta's weak. Not really any good setups, unfortunately. All right. Elias, welcome to the group here. This is my first day here as premium member. Welcome. Good to have you. Do you know anything about VWAP looking different on different chart types, like range charts? Yeah, no, I know they don't work on certain things like Renko. I thought they worked on range charts, but I could be wrong. I'm sure it has a lot to do with the calculation. Yeah. So, but I would recommend, the best part about the system, Elias, is that the candles don't really matter that much. I mean, they help us see things. You're not going to see things like that are actually quite useful where time is important. You don't see things like velocity and support and not support, but like upping support, higher lows, lower highs, as if we're pushing through a level. You're not going to get that on range charts like you get it on time charts, because the time will show you velocity, which you don't really get on range charts. I'm sorry, I'm not going to look at Pepe, Daniel. You holding a bag on Pepe, Daniela? Hold it below lower band here, and that composite LVN. We have yesterday's IB low. We'll have an IB here in about 6 minutes. Manhood, probably. Cumulative delta is extremely weak and low volume. Sure. Well, if it's just trading around New York VWAP, that sounds like there's just a balanced market and there's no direction. Simple. Sounds like you can read it. Oh yeah, look at gold. It's interesting. We were talking about the 150s as a natural resistance spot that needed to be reclaimed for more upside. I think I said the other day, maybe even Monday, clear upside to 150s on gold. Said that I put that in the chat. I'm pretty sure. Let's take a look. That was what? Yesterday. Be right back.
What's now been a senior Google official on the German bid that the investment will secure 9,000 jobs in Germany.
It is freezing. It was 48 degrees in South Florida today. I had to put the heat on in the house. We don't get many 20s in South Florida. 48 is about, sometimes maybe once in a while we'll see upper 30s. That's about as low as we go. All right, if we break this level, maybe we go back down to look, Dow's going straight up. You guys want some upside? Dow's the play here. I'm selling some stuff. Okay. Russell's chopping. Dow. Nice continuation. Nice VWAP bounces long. Everybody grab that. Gold tanking. Should we switch over to lean hogs? Stefan says yes. I actually don't have a cowboy hat, Danny. That is AI. So no cowboy hat here. I do not own a cowboy hat. I don't have cowboy boots. I don't have a bowler tie. None of it. I'm a New Yorker, guys. I grew up in New York City. All right. I'm a city slicker. No cowboy hats here. The hogs were AI too. Yep, it's all AI. Now I went out to a farm and I did a photo shoot for that YouTube thumbnail. All right, here's the Madonna. Jake, are we sleeping on this Madonna? What's going on? Sure feels like it's gonna melt through it. I'll take long at 40. I'll take it up to 57. Not even. I'll take it up to 55, maybe 52. Now we do have, this is 30 points away. Here it goes. All right, weekly lower band here, guys. This could be a good buying opportunity down here at 500. Do we get the back test to IB low first? 31. Here it comes. Who's taking it? Here it is. Nice bounce.
Jeffrey says, will oppose the stopgap bill without ACA subsidies. The House Democratic leader Jeffrey is currently speaking on CNN.
It's just the monthly, CJ. It's just the monthly. Well, I guess and the composite, yeah. I think it's the only one that's not the lowest one. I'm pretty sure. Just don't get the lowest available plan. I'm pretty sure. I think every other plan is better, but don't quote me on that. It'll tell you in the breakdowns of the different packages how many candles it loads. Nice. 20 points here. We get more. All the way back to IB low. 30. Just a little higher. Oh, the volume's so low. The buying volume is so low. It's crazy. Sellers are having their way with this because there's no buyers. That is the weekly lower band, Robin. The thick orange lines are LVNs, composite LVNs. Yeah, correct. Well, we have the IB low would be the natural place we would go to next, but we also have a little bit of a low volume area that we've developed right here. So this would be a good place to take profit right here because we've built a distribution. We have some structure right here, low volume node. You could put it right under the swing low, Cosmin. But if you didn't get in close to 500, we're already 30 points away. I wouldn't get in now. Now we're right all the way back at the IB low. Now this is a higher time frame bounce, which is good. Could go higher. Got some buyers stepping in on the delta. IB low right here. I'm not in a trade anymore, Cosmin. My positions are on the window here on the DOM. I don't trade on the chart. Position was closed. The reason I don't want to do that, Cosmin, I don't want people trying to replicate trades. You know, this is not a signal surface, nor do I want people to become reliant on it. People need to learn how to trade for themselves, and they're not going to do it if they're just trying to follow what I do. So I provide market commentary. I talk through my trades, the setups, how it works with the system and live conditions. I do share my live positions. However, people on the stream tend to rely on that, and they don't learn the way I want them to learn. Not to mention, trading is my livelihood. I have to focus on trading, not putting tools on the screen. There you go. There you go. I'm always explaining the trades. I feel like, am I not, guys? I feel like I'm always talking through the setups and what we have materializing. My trades are my trades. You guys aren't going to be able to replicate my trades. It's impossible. I do talk through my rationale. I talk through the levels. I talk through the setups. So yeah, you gotta, this is NQ. You gotta give it a little room to breathe. That was another PDC short back test of the monthly right there. And we do have this descending channel here. If we break below this, we're on full on bearish conditions, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, no, we're not. We got monthly lower band down here, 200. Never mind. Spoke too soon. Coming back down, a weekly lower band here. I would not take this again. Based on the market rhythm, you know, we could look to get long down here at this extension line. And then our next levels are going to be low 400s. Now we already kind of bounced off 500, Alex. Now, if we continue to build a distribution here, then maybe, but that really hasn't proven itself yet. I mean, this is a good buy spot, but as per the VWAP wave principles, what do we know about taking this trade again until a distribution, a significant distribution forms? I'm freezing. Value low of yesterday. I mean, yeah, that's pretty darn close, isn't it? I like that as a general zone. All the way down to 64. So I like it better down here, Vikram. This general area. Be right back.
keep in mind in 10 minutes time now, at the top of the hour, Trump is due to be participating in the Veterans Day ceremony.
Still holding 500. This could be it for it. Here it goes. So I'm going to be watching this 76. And now we're in weekly price. So this just flipped on the toolkit. All right. So now we have bearish price discovery. However, if it comes back into this zone, this will flip back to balance. We did break and reclaim there. That's interesting. Nope. All right. So waiting for down here. Where will it balance? I don't know where it will balance. We have to wait for it to balance first, and then we'll know. So far, this is a bleed out with plenty of opportunities to take little bounces along the way. Oh, on the dashboard here? Yeah, if we trade above this blue line, then we're back to weekly balance, but we're still in price discovery on the intraday. And we're below all the VWAPs. We below all the VWAPs. I still like this. The longer we hang out here, the more interesting it is. Long, but we got to wait for some more buying to come in. Otherwise, it's down here. And then here. There it goes. Wait for it. Drysdale, these are done by the toolkit. Then I have full videos on how to do it manually. Full video lessons, Risto. This is not full video lesson. This is not full lesson time. This is live trading time. I will get you the video. Both those videos are good. Risto, watch those. Bookmark them. Make sure you watch. There was the back test. Man, that would have been a good short location. Gone it. Well, it's giving us another chance. Was it reclaim? Long at 500. About 10 points here. There you go. 15 points there. 50 ticks. No frush. Sub. That was a trap there. And with this is a good long spot because this is yesterday's value area low. So we just traversed yesterday's value area. And we bought, this is the bottom of it. As you can see right here. Pretty darn close.
Britain says the UK needs a different approach to the US on stablecoin. Grounded in past stress events.
The price levels are the same, CJ, but the volume is different. So we watch NQ's volume, even if you're trading the micro, but the price levels will be exactly the same. or pretty darn close. Close enough. So that was the long there. All right, 11 o'clock. Let's do a trader check-in. How are we trading today? Tough day, guys. Very slow price action, but you know, good setups regardless. How we doing? Good. Jake doing nice. We're about 20 points up from that 500 long. I closed mine for about 15. Nice logger. Nice Tony. LJ, good. Dave, nice. All right, everybody seems to be doing okay. You know, I don't know if this is a big reversal spot, JP. We'll see what happens. We are holding this lower VWAP. That's encouraging. Hopefully you get what you want out of this trade. The delta is looking more appealing here too. Finally, with some buyers breaking a previous swing high. So that's encouraging for the long case.
One half of economic supply assets that has pulled back at 3 to 4% growth rate by early next year. It's CNBC speaking it. Again, White House economic advisor has said we'll be back at 3 or 4% growth by the end of next year.
Nice. Oh, now is the buyers. Buyers have entered the market. Congratulations to everybody who's long for that. That was a nice one. Well, Allie, let's talk about why. What happened? Real buyers stepping in here. So this could be the end here. If we reclaim VWAP, we can get a push up from here. Oh, which trades did you take? Are you on gold or are you on NQ? Right off the lower band again, guys, to the tick. Look at that. Okay, let's talk about, so what trades have you taken that didn't work out? Give me a time and a price point, and we'll talk about that trade. Yes, Juan, we did talk about it was in a bit of a channel here. Downwards channel since pretty much 950. Starting to break out of that channel on the delta though, Juan. So we're starting to see a bit of a divergence in the order flow. Let's see if that transfers to the price action itself, because that could signal that that was the low right there. That break and reclaim of the lower band. We will see. Now remember, the developing profile changes. It can keep fleshing out and building a distribution. It's got to be significant. We really don't have any significant distributions here. It's all pretty flat, if you notice it. Right? I mean, there's some divots here and there, but for the most part, there's no real, aside from this one, there's no real outstanding distribution yet. Nice, Tony.
White House's hazard shows I've been told that economic surveys are not completed. So they're speaking on surveys that are effective during the government shutdown on CNBC.
So there were a couple of good fade opportunities. Right, since the volume profile is pretty flat, right? We had monthly VWAP provided a bunch of fade setups. Weekly lower band was good multiple times. Like I said, there's been a complete change in delta here. Whether that signifies that the reversal is coming, we'll see. But fundamental shift in the delta so far. Buyers have re-entered. Aggressive buyers anyway. Now today's a low volume day. We're net positive 340 contracts on the delta. So we'll see what happens, but it's not a normal day with the banks closed. Yeah, timing sounds like it could be a bit of an issue, Ali, for sure. I would agree with that assessment. Ideas aren't bad. Trade location might not be great. I'm going to wrap up here in about 5 minutes, guys. I have an inner circle class I'm running here in about 20 minutes, so I need to prepare for that. Like I said, the delta has still changed significantly here. If we could break above this monthly VWAP, I think we'll see more long, and then the return to value back up to 580s. Do you think it's coming? Ali, take care of yourself. Still looking to get long. Take a starter at 26. Hmm. Ah, shit. Yeah, I see that. Yes, did just tag VWAP. Like a 5.1 minute candle. All right, Vitya. Good work. I'll wait and reposition.
Hassett has concluded their remarks on CNBC.
All right, guys, I'm going to wrap up here. Yeah, I still believe in the long. We have an ascending triangle on the delta. Looks like they're trying to push it through this level. So I still believe in that trade. Once we get above this initial balance low, I think we do have some sellers here, but I think eventually it will reclaim this level. All right, guys, have a good day. If you're going to keep trading, manage your risk, stay sharp. For those of you in the premium Discord, you could head on over to the voice channels. All right, take an opportunity to trade with your fellow VWAP Wave traders. Review the charts. Spot setups. Learn, ask questions. If you're going to keep trading, manage your risk, please stay sharp out there, and we'll be back at it this evening, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be looking at gold and NQ pre-Asia Open. So have a wonderful day, guys. We'll see you tomorrow morning or this evening. Make it a great day.